Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, actually only a couple of hours ago, I got the DJI Action 5 Pro with a good few accessories, and I'm in test mode at the moment, so God knows what way this is going to turn out, but hopefully better than GoPro. Yeah, hopefully better than GoPro. Or did I get duped by marketing again? We'll see when we get home, get to the edit suite, which I had to downgrade to, which is actually an upgrade in my opinion. Premiere Pro is good, but DaVinci, I much more like the UI, and it's free. So the extras to pay is, I don't think it's worth it for me, like, you know, so I have to save every little few quid I can, you know. Had to downgrade on a good few things. So I brought Sully out here so we can let him off the lead without any moaning Michaels or crazy Karens, you know. It is a bit windy, and it's a good test for the DJI Mini mic, which is pretty close to me there now. And I have it on a black t-shirt with the black muffler on it. I'm actually going to just check, see if I'm recording. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Looks nice and smooth. Rock steady on it, okay. Might have to play around with the audio a bit because it doesn't have the 32-bit float, but it has some sort of alternative which is close to it to prevent it from clipping, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm never really too far away from the actual device itself, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to walk out to Red Rock, clear the head. It's a Monday evening here, Dublin, north side, Sutton Martello Tower Head. It's the Howth Peninsula. It's like what did I say? It was about 6 p.m. So hopefully everybody's home, having their dinner, watching the news. One thing about the camera setup I always like to say, I always like to go hands-free. Don't like carrying anything in my hands. Solo! Walk! Walk! Sorry about that, guys. So, you never know who's bothered with dogs and who's not, but have I got my whistle? Yeah. Here's the Martello Tower. You can rent that out, as I said before. It's a 5-star B&B or whatever. Actually, the tide is in. Pretty choppy. Yeah, there is a little bit of weight in this camera, and I hate that 2-finger yoke they have on it. I wish it just had the 1/4-inch thread, so I can put my mini small rig ball head on it. You have to get that small rig adapter for it, like I did with the GoPro. So yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. That it's just an extra bit of kit that I don't think is necessary. Just stick with all the standard, industry standard 1/4-inch. Solo's in his element now, look. So am I, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I always procrastinate about going out for a little small hike, but as soon as I set foot on the trail, the head kind of clears and the anxiety lifts, only temporarily, mind you, till I get back. That's where I had the camp last time that failed. My first camp and it failed. And I'm still going to have to try and sort out the Thermarest. What I did do was I just bought a €15 Thermarest patch kit, which is, they're actually pretty cool and very effective. So I found the hole and I patched it. It was actually a slow puncture. And on the night of the camp, I had to get the pump out twice again, and then I just got pissed off with it and then just ended up wiping all the condensation down, and Solo was pissed off as well, so he just bailed at, like, I think it was about 4 a.m. If I had waited around another half hour, we would have got first light. But we'll get it another time. What I do have in my sights is the Durston X-Stone 1 Plus, because I like the way it has the kind of little angled rim up the top for solo, and it's a smaller footprint than the two person, so that spot back there, it would fit nicely in. It's all about the footprint size. There's a good few spots up here, a few places where I've had my eye on to camp, but it's very little room. Very little room. So yeah, I have to have some weight in the bag to kind of help keep the camera steady. Kind of unnecessary weight. Don't really need to carry, but it does the trick. I'm gonna have weight in the bag anyway if I'm going on a proper hike. I got them sealskins merino fingerless gloves, and also I have my favourite merino wool hoodie on, and then I have the merino the smart wool top on underneath that, so I'm well comfortable today, and I have my shorts on. And once they're nice and cool, kind of regulates. Go on, Solo, walk. That regulates everything else. Keep checking to see if the microphone is there. It's only a tiny little yoke. I suppose that's why they call it the mini. It's only 8 grams or something. So I got the adventure pack with the 3 batteries. Also came with a cage for it, the unit. I didn't realise, and it came with a pole. But again, it has the that 2-finger yoke. So I won't be using. Well, never use that because I have the Insta 360 one rigged up. Hey, Solo. Hey. Some people don't like the old doggies. He's sweating now. A few lads fishing. You always see people fishing here. They never catch anything though. Although it looks like he has something. He's pulling my force there. He probably has a Dunnes Stores shopping trolley or something. Or a welly. Do you know what? I'm gonna stop now when we get down here, take my jumper off. I'm sweating. Take these gloves off as well. Hands are on fire. Come Solo, walk. Pathway closed due to coastal erosion. I don't think so. As I said before in another video, I went down and checked it out. It's the exact same as what it was 30 years ago when I was a kid. I don't know what that's all about. It's ridiculous, but we have to go up instead of down now. This is it. So I like the way in the Action 5 you can time out the screen to save power and overheating. Gives you a choice of 3 seconds, 5, a couple of minutes. It's a good feature. Got some screen protectors for it. Straight down, look. He loves the water now. If you've seen some of the earlier videos, it was hard to get him in, and now he loves it. So yeah, I'm sure I've screwed up the settings in some way. It's gonna stink now. Oh yeah, update on the now that we're here, we used to stash the windshield for the fire when I decided to bring it home because I couldn't get another stash spot. I actually I went onto Google and tried to find out the best way to polish steel. So I'm trying to make a chrome now, like chrome finish on and polish it. So when I put it around the fire, it will give a nice glow and reflection and make that kind of the ambient light from the fire look like that much cooler. And my dad has all sorts of tools in his shed, angle grinder heads, everything. Went through a few of them, found one that works, and I ended up with not a chrome finish, but a brushed steel finish, which is 10 times better than what it was. I started on the inside, which is the part that's going to be facing the fire, and I put the work on the angle grinder heads on that first in case they burnt out, but they didn't, so I think I'll be able to get the outside done as well. Then I took the hinges off, and then I'm going to put a little handle on it, drill 2 holes and then join them together. Old woodworking tip somebody taught me once how to make a handle. Just drill 2 holes and then join them together, top and bottom. So I'm going to put a little handle on it, and yeah, I'm just going to bring it with me every time. It's a bit heavy in that, but I'm not like an ultra light kind of hiker. In fact, I like a lot of the army stuff that has the molly attachments on the hiking bags, rucksacks. You can stick, it's limited to your imagination, you can stick anything on them. Here's one of the places where I was going to throw the tent, just right here. Or was it here? No, it's over there, I think. I'm still recording, give me a look. Yeah, 16 minutes on 4K 25p. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I can see it clipping there on the audio. That's not good. I'm gonna have to see if I can go into the settings and adjust that. Yeah, so I didn't get the audio settings I was looking for, the clipping one or whatever it was. Gonna have to wait till I get back to the desktop to do that, but I did find backup audio that also records a separate file, which is from the camera mic. So maybe that could be used as a backup, but it is windy, might not be usable. Bit pissed over that now. It doesn't have the 32-bit flow. It ticked all the boxes except for the 32-bit float, you know. You know, I don't want to be micro adjusting action cameras, you know, when you're on the go. After all, like, all I have to do is move the camera a bit down further away from me, but it's in a good place where it's hidden. Black mic on a black t-shirt. Go on then. Right, I'm gonna stop here and put my jumper away. My gloves. Maybe I'll get the magnet out and move the mic down a bit further. Now, looks like it's gonna rain, so I'll put the jumper in at the bottom, leave my rain jacket on top. So, there's that magnet. One, two, 1, 1, 1, 2. Still hear me anyway. Right, let's try that. Move it further away. The obvious thing to do, isn't it? Go on then. Ah, it's nice and fresh now. I feel great. I don't know if there are people over there or cormorants. There was the other spot over there. Look, down there. I was going to camp right there. When he gets out of sight like that. Yeah, the device doesn't feel hot. By now the GoPro would have been on fire and out of battery nearly. Doesn't take long for the blood to get flown. Gloves off, jumper off, in the shorts. Solo's happy. Look, he always looks like he's smiling, doesn't he? He's a happy dog. Lucky to have him. After that car crash he was in on Christmas Eve. I don't think I went into detail about it, but I'll save it for another day. There's another place, look. Kip here. You know, as you can see, like there's not much of a footprint really. So I'm thinking the X Dome 1 Plus be a nice fit. That's where all the goats and the horses are, up there. If this mic thing works out, the Mini, where you don't need any receiver and it just connects directly to the unit and it's decent usable audio, I will be chuffed. As I said, I'm all about efficiency and, well, the less stuff you have to carry, the better, gadgets and stuff. Like if I was going overnight, I'd have to add a power bank and stuff to this, but I was a bit disappointed in the adventure kit. Part of it was the 3 battery holder, but again, I think it only charges one at a time. I might be wrong on that, I don't know, but they were going green light one at a time, and I thought it was actually a charger slash power bank where you could charge the cradle or the holder up and then get a charge out of the batteries once or twice. We'll get down here and check it out. Here, Solo. We have the whole place to ourselves. Why not? Get a little video out of this. Even though it's only a test run, but if it's as easy as I think it is, then I might be able to get a usable video out of it. Solo straight in. Oh, he's funny. And that's what it's all about, the video. Solo. It's not really just me, it's my dog, you know. Oh yeah, cool. I think they say it's every 13th wave is the roughest. Might be wrong on that, but I think I heard that before, every 13th wave. Look at this though, it's really baiting in. Battery's still up. There's a water test for it there now. You like that solo? The sea isn't calm and blue today. It's not calm and blue today. She's rough, tough and hard to bluff. I'm gonna have to sort out this clipping. It's definitely going into the red. Solo's had enough. Yeah, the old audio I had was the Zoom F2 BT, the Bluetooth one, and it was cool, and it had the 32-bit floating on it. It's just them little feeble cables are I always used to forget it every time. There's always something I forget, but that's actually an important thing to forget, and I used to forget it all the time. Ah, cool. Let's see if we can go over here a bit. Oh, it's very slippy. Very fucking slippy. Or should I say feckin'. I'm not gonna curse on this channel. Like, look at that though. Something majestic about that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Everywhere else is just rough. This is just calm. Not a ripple. Right, we'll get on with it. Head over to the Baily. Cut out back onto the road. And then there's another hop-on place back to the car, but we passed the Highland cattle. Hopefully they're there, and we get to see them. Yeah, you're smelly enough to be rolling around in that. Actually got lashed out at that time with that wave. It's soaked I am. The dead cat on the mic got it. Actually sweating. Hope everybody's well anyway. Did get a few extra subscribers there with the last couple of videos. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Why not? It's free. Or if you find me very aggravating and irritating, then obviously don't. It's one thing I found out in life. Not everybody's gonna like you. It's just something you have to accept, you can't change. But can be very hurtful. When you find out somebody that you do like and would do anything for doesn't actually like you. I was always a very trusting person. Maybe a bit too much. Always easily led into things, especially when I used to drink. Used to end up in terrible situations. I learned that the hard way. Sugarloaf, Dalkey Island, Dún Laoghaire, Bray, Greystones, Dublin Mountains, the Mullen. Have to go up one day with solo the Mullen. I love that hike. Park up at the Crone Woods and it's straight on up the zigzags. I still haven't done Lugnaquilla. I went to do it at one point. I stayed in a Scandinavian lodge just at the base of Lugnaquilla and storm brewed up, couldn't go. Basically just went down to the local lumber yard, got a load of it was in the winter time, got a load of wood, just kind of sat in with the stove, had a lovely deck, view out the back. But yeah, there's a certain part of it near the Glenamore Lodge. It's a popular starting point for the Lugnaquilla, and Lugnaquilla is the second highest peak in Ireland. In Leinster, it's the highest peak in Leinster, second highest in Ireland. I think Carrantoul in Killarney, Kerry, only beats it by 60 metres or something like that. But anyway, there's a starting point called the Zigzags, and unfortunately the right of way was denied. It had to go through the courts and everything, and the owner tragically got beat up one day by one guy and his dogs or something. I think that was the story, and that's what made the owner decide to cancel the right of way on the Zigzags, which is meant to be one of the nicest parts of the walk. Now, there's another thing about this. I'm going to have to figure out if it beeps and lets you know when it's going to be turning off and running out of battery. A signal would be nice. Whereas the GoPro just cut out and that'd be that. You wouldn't know. You could be talking to yourself for ages. You wouldn't know. So that's a feature. Where's he going running to now? Hey. More gorgeous views. Look at that. Get down there in the summertime, have a dip in there. It looks like it's gonna piss rain. There's the El Baily. I don't think I mentioned that before either. All my family, going back to 1917 or before, are all principal keepers of lighthouses in Ireland. And Eugene O'Sullivan was the last principal keeper of the Baily, which was, he made his last call on the 1997, I think. It closed, and it's all automated now from Dún Laoghaire. And my great grandfather was the principal keeper. He was also Eugene. There's loads of Eugenes and loads of Dannys. I have to get the full story one time, at one stage, and then tell it over a campfire down on the beach there. but it fascinates me to know the history. So I've arranged my dad's brother, my uncle Michael he's also interested in it, and he's the one that has all the literature on it. So I'm gonna go out and see if I can piece everything together and get a story out of it. And then I'm gonna try get a plaque made in the shape of a lighthouse and in the family tree, starting at the top as far as back as it goes, which is Gunnar Sullivan. He was before my great-grandfather Eugene, the Bull Rock in Cork. He was in Belfast, but he was called Gunnar, nicknamed because before they had the lights in the lighthouses, they used to use cannons for signalling. And that's where he got his name, Gunnar. But unfortunately, my great-grandfather was held longer due to weather conditions on the Bull Rock in 1917, and he couldn't be collected, so he had to stay a bit longer, which is pretty normal. So he went down to catch his dinner, and he got washed out by a rogue wave. And when they went to look for him, all they could find was the fishing rod with a couple of stripers, or sea bass, what they call them here, on the line, and that was that. And then they had to tell his wife and all the children that they had to vacate the premises for the next lighthouse keeper. And if any of the children grew up and wanted to be part of the Irish Lights, then they could do so, and that's exactly what they did. And there it started the history of the family in the Irish Lights that went on for nearly 100 years, which is pretty awesome, I think. I would have made a good lighthouse keeper, being an introvert. Only if I had solo though. But you have all the other animals, all the nature. I love it. No inanimate objects. He's a good boy. See the way collies, they always look back, check where their owner is. He's a good one though. Yeah, my GoPro would have burnt out by now a long time ago. This is normally his area where it's on fire, and I have to open the chamber, take the battery out, change it, leave the chamber open, let it cool down for 15 minutes or so. The only thing I'm worried about this now is the clipping. You can see it going into the red there. And the mic is down near my belly button, so there must be able to go into the manual settings and bring it back a bit. Probably should have sussed that out before I came out. Where is he now? Yeah, no, it's not even hot. We're still recording. Could be on to a winner, people. And then the next check will be, does it record all in one file? Now we can hop off here, but feeling good. Let's keep going. Not far to the next hop off point. $1 Million Row. They're after building a few new houses here over the past year or two, and they're easily worth 10 million each. They actually ripped down, demolished the houses that were on the land, that were awesome as well, pretty cool. You hear me? Awesome. Going right American now, aren't I back? But they were kick-ass houses, and then they just demolished them, and obviously made a much better house. But they're serious though. I think one of them has about 4 or 5 decks on it. I'll show you though on the way up. So the Baily here is kind of the halfway point of the cliff walk. You can go on up to the summit, and then you can carry on down towards the village where all the tourists are and all the people in the busy area. Like, so, not my gig. Too noisy. I'd love to live in one of these houses and just sit on the deck, listen to them waves. I don't think it's something you'll ever get tired of. Here, Solo. What's in there now? What was in there?
You alright?
Yeah, no, I was just wondering what the dog was after, a fox or something. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright, yeah. All good.
Good for you. Take it easy. Some of the owners though up here, like, I don't know, like there's a camera out somewhere along here. I think it's over the other side, but it's just like somewhere planked right in the middle there, looking at people. Obviously wirelessly connected to one of the houses for some peculiar reason. Why would you want to do that? Like, go on then. Yeah, no. I was a bit concerned back there because if that had been a badger, Solo would have went for it, and he would have probably just got his bottom jaw ripped off. So I would have had to scare the badger away. Solo wouldn't have scared him away, and I don't think he'd be able to handle a badger. Not many dogs would. Yeah, I was up here one day and it was like, I don't know, another 10 million euro house, and they were landscaping all the stuff, cutting everything off, and they threw everything over here. Instead of getting a skip and mulching it and bringing it off, they just dumped everything out. You can see it, look, all this stuff dumped out. Like here, that's all, look, it's really obvious, like, see the cuttings of it, look, completely obvious. It was all in there, and they just dumped it all out onto this, blocking the view. I was furious when I seen them doing it. But they had a load of immigrants, you know, paying them probably feck all, and they were probably told just dump it over the edge instead of paying to get it done, processed properly. Fucking multi-millionaires, like. And now it's all overgrown, blocking the view. Scenic roof of the cliff walk, which is the tourist attraction for it, like. I think I see the camera. It's kind of a little bit peculiar, like. Go on then. I think this is it, look. Holy shit. Yeah, this is it. So, can you spot it? There it is, look. And it's blocking the view, so you can't even see it anyway. So, hold on, let me see if we can get in at it. There it is there, look. See it? Solar. And the weird thing about it is it's facing, it's not facing like the sea. It's facing a load of bushes at the moment. Can't see anything. But it's a pan and zoom. It's like, I'd say it costs a few quid. Do you know what? I'm gonna put a waymark on now. Just see if I can add a waymark. I don't know if that did it or not, but maybe that's on the pro version. Should be able to go like add waymark. Buddy cam. Skyline, my map, audio guide, offline mode. No. Go on then. Go on. I have to put him back on the clip now. Can't wait to go back and check now this footage. Come on. And DaVinci Resolve 19 I'm using. Yeah, the basics are easy enough. Obviously, to make it more entertaining, I'm going to have to up the game on the editing. But I forget since college. It's gas. I done video production in college, but I 2014 I graduated a long time ago, so I haven't really been doing it since. But in fact, my first video editing software was Avid. I used to use for Adobe. It's a bit of a dark area now. Wonder what it looks like. So yeah, here look, it's a learning curve. There's going to be a few settings I'm going to have to tweak, but so far so good. Go on then. I love this hike. I mean, how many people did we meet? I don't want to count me chickens too soon, but you know, only a handful. No dogs. It's a nice view over there, isn't it? I don't think the mic is waterproof. I know the unit is, so I don't know how that's going to work. If it does rain. And the extra weight I put in the bag was just a litre of water. My rain jacket. That's about it. Solo's gonna drink a load of that now. I'll wait till we get out here. It's just around the corner. Imagine that being your back gate onto the cliff walk. What's in here? Hey, Solo! Never in here before. It must have cleared it. Hey, hey, hey! Stay close. Wow, look at this. Nice little spot. You can sit down. Cup of tea. A few shit bags there, look. Stay. Stay. You know what, there's that much rubbish, I wouldn't know where to start. I've no bag to pick it up anyway, but shame on you, whoever left any of that stuff there. What a mess. And here we are, the halfway. That used to be a little trail there, look. Overgrown. Well, I salute you, Eugene. Hope you're well. This is the emergency road. It's a private road. All right. Solo, you are manky. That's one of the houses, the new houses I was on about. Up there is the summit, and then down to Howth village. We're going to skip that. Take the quiet route, although I'm sure the road will be noisy. Well, here's one of the houses. They only finished building it there a few months ago. All them windows on it are all frosted. Click of a button. Clear, frosted. I always kind of cover the camera when there's somebody walking by. Might make them feel uncomfortable, you know. Edit them out anyway. Look at this though. For a piece of architecture. Mastery. Look at it. It is stunning. Tons of cameras as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 decks. Look at it. Amazing. This is $1 million road, folks. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Really is. And another one straight behind it. That shed there is bigger than my house. Well, my parents' house. That's one of the major ones. Look at the stonework in the wall here, all the way along. Look at the craftsmanship, it's just skill. That's an old house. That's another way down, is it? It is, yeah, look. Won't be going there today, Solo. Come on. So we'll go back out onto the road. I'll take a time out until we get back onto the entrance to where the Highland cattle are. And I'll talk to you then, alright? This is an on-leash part of the trail because of the Highland cattle, which is completely understandable. But once we get down to the woodland area, you have to let them back off the leash before we get to the car. Oh, look at that for a view. The sun just shining straight onto Dalkey Island. Lovely. There's only one setting I didn't think of, is the rock steady. Probably bouncing all over the place now. I won't be able to use the footage. Another one bites the dust. Well, I did intend it was just going to be test mode, so we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that light. Look at that. And there's the Highland cattle are there, look. There's one of them anyway. Two of them, three of them. Four. Cool. Last time I was here, they were just right in the middle of the path here. There was no way out. They seem placid, but you wouldn't know how they'd react if you got too close to them. And then the goats, sometimes the goats are up here on the right. Sometimes the goats are up there. I presume that's where the Highland cattle stay. And yeah, the goats are normally grazing up there on the gorse. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, Asian. Farmers over there, the egg farm and all. Might walk a little bit closer, just get a better view. Don't want to disturb them too much, or walk in any of their big poos. Jesus, wouldn't want to be poked by one of them horns though, look. Shite everywhere, look. Jesus. I think this is close enough. I think they're cool looking. Reminds me of an 80s haircut, the mods. I think they're GPS trackers around their necks as well. They're the highlight of my walk. Right, let's get back to the car before it pisses rain. Solo is manky, stinking. Don't know what he was rolling around in. That's the only sound I like to hear on a hike. It's the crunch of the gravel under my feet. When I first started the photography, I remember I bought one of them low pro. So they make all camera bags for photographers, and I was into the there's a few L's that to be around here, and I had a zoom lens at the time, and I was trying to capture the owls and the swallows, which are really hard to capture, but wildlife in general. But I always used to go back, I was wondering why I was never able to see as many. I realised it was the zips on the low pro bags banging around, zipping around. They probably heard me coming a mile away. And that was kind of the start of where I, went noise free, coins in pockets and stuff, and noisy zips. They all got replaced, cut off, but the fact that a company as big as Low Pro was not able to recognise that, the fact that they have stupid zips, noisy zips on their equipment that wildlife photographers use. They could go out for the day trying to capture wildlife, and they would come home wondering why they haven't got anything. It's because they heard them coming a mile away. Stupid zips. Now, watch the old head. It's the old noggin on here. I'm just gonna let Solo off now, but there's a few heads down here. Probably innocent. Young fella's just on a swing or something, but I normally let him off now at this point. Have to wait now and see what's going on. It could be a few nice lads having a crack, or it could be a few gurriers looking for trouble. Ah, they just sound like local. Ah, they're only mountain bikers. They're grand. Go on. Go on. Walk. Go on. After getting lashed over by the old stingers there. And apparently the dock leaves isn't a cure for the stingers. It's a myth, apparently. They always seem to work for me. Maybe it was a placebo or something. I used to mush them up, rub them on the sting, used to calm it down. So I don't know about the whole myth thing. It worked for me. And they grow beside each other as well. Nature works in mysterious ways. Probably there for a reason. this post here is the end of the trail, so I'm going to put Solo back on the clip and then leave it at that. Look, thanks again everybody for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, much appreciated if you would, and hopefully we'll get a good adventure with Solo and Sully, get the elf fire, camp and cook. You know, still haven't done it yet. So it's on the list, believe you me. Also, I was able to get in touch with an agency called Age Friendly Ireland. If there's anybody out there struggling with their parents that are elderly and want to maintain their independence at home, I highly recommend getting in touch. I was stressed out of my mind watching my dad fade away with the stress, trying to look after my mum as well as myself, but I'm half his age and I'm stressed, so I can't imagine how my dad felt, but it's raw all over his face. So I done some research and got in touch with this company or agency, Age Friendly Ireland, and they were really nice. They came out to the house, they offered us loads of stuff and information we weren't aware of, like grants we were entitled to, all sorts of different types of things depending on your situation. But I actually got a good night's sleep for my first time the other night, and I highly recommend checking them out, and I'll even leave a link in the description of the video if I end up making the video. Alright, thanks for watching, catch us again in another video. Bye bye.